Right now we are walking on what is called Death Bridge. We're going to go to the museum in regards to this bridge at a later time, so we may have a little more information, but what I can tell you at this point is that the bridge was built by POWs who were kept in strenuous conditions, had no tools, and a lot of people died to make this bridge. And kind of creepy walking across. It's a little slippery, but it looks really, really cool. Little houses on the water. I don't know what all those sticks are, but something about those sticks is nice. Sun is setting, and lots of people hanging out on a death bridge. We had to get to the side, and this is coming through. I'm gonna hold on to this bar. Alright then. So we rented a motorbike, and this is what it's like driving in Thailand. Eric, are you having fun?
That's alright. Drive on the left. This is very important to stay on the left. Well, it's mostly important to stay on the left because it's kind of optional.
We haven't figured out how the Buddha got big like that. People are okay with it. And yes, we're in a cave. Alright, so we've landed in this little alcove with this sign that says we should go through this itty bitty doorway, which is going to be funny to watch Eric go through.
I'll fit.
Alright, here we go.
Shut up. There is, it's interesting that after being in Bangkok, there is nobody here. We saw one other girl leaving.
She couldn't have gone this far.
No. Maybe she didn't enjoy this type of thing.
It said cave. Wow. Oh wow, that's really cool. There are tight squeezes and little areas. You are walking through the Ray Caverns here. Like, I barely fit through some little areas in here. And Eric, a different story. Alright, so we rode down this road for a while, and then we're looking for a wat that's supposed to be pretty amazing. You can kind of see it right here. We've been riding for a while, so we decided to stop for some food, and I came up to the people, and it was obvious they didn't have a menu, and they did have a wok, so I figured they probably had fried rice, so I said, "Guy, do they have any chicken?" And she went over and looked, and they don't have any chicken. And then some weird conversation ensued where all of them busted up in laughter, and we think they busted up in laughter because of this. We think this is a testicle. It's actually pretty good. But we don't know, and I'm not gonna ask them because.
Why don't we check the dogs, see if they've got their goods?
That's a girl.
It is now.
I think that's been a girl. old crazy guy. So we're riding in a cable car, looks like that, to the top of a temple here in Kanchanaburi.
Kanchanaburi.
At one of 2 watts. That looks like a water slide over there. And there goes one next to us. This is crazy.
This is way up in a mountain and nobody else is here. Like, we are the only tourists in this gigantic complex that we've seen. And we had to ride our motorcycle up here, and it was this is crazy. We're really out in the middle of nowhere. So we're at the top of that temple. Sort of, we think we're at the top. And this is a little bit of what it looks like. And come over here, and this Buddha is unbelievably big. I mean, like, Katie, just for size comparison, this is Katie, this is the Buddha. So, you remember Katie? Yes, Buddha. Coming up the road on the motorcycle, like way down in this area along the river, you can see this glimpses of this, and it's just like, whoa, what is that? Oh my gosh! And Katie was like, kind of jaw dropped. And they definitely seem like they're doing renovation or adding on or something. There's a lot of construction stuff. There's cement mixers over here. There's another temple way over there on that hill. It's probably difficult to see in the film, but I swear it exists. I wouldn't lie to you. When we were on the bus yesterday on the way here, we were noticing how unbelievably green the grass here is. It's just like you've never seen this color in your life. And it's stunning. Earlier, I showed you from the hill on the other, at the temple. I showed you across the valley, and I told you there was another temple over there, and now we're there. And I can show you, that's where we were at. After a little confusing bit of a motorbike ride, but we found it. New mode of transportation, sidecar on a motorcycle.
I don't know if you call this a sidecar. It's
Yeah.
more like a side.
Is there a wheel
bench.
under us?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're at Irwan National Park. We've come here to see a 7-tiered waterfall, and we have literally been hiking for an hour. I'm really sweaty, you may have noticed. And I mean, we're walking up a mountain. And we're between the 6th and the 7th tier, and this is what we came to.
It's been getting progressively more complicated to walk up. And there's a lot less fat people up here in the 7th tier than there were in the 1st tier. And at the bottom of the hill it says, be careful of, what does it say? Violent, fierce monkeys. You gotta watch out for fierce monkeys, because they will steal your shit.
If anybody ever asks you if the 7th tier is worth it, it definitely is. There's my buddy. He's getting his butt kicked by some water.
We've now climbed up from down there. And we are up here, and there goes Katie. I told her to stick her head under the volcano, under the water. It's something. These kids are having a good time, it looks like. This is the coolest temperature. She fell. I hope she's okay. This is the coolest temperature that we've had in Thailand, air-wise, and then the water is fucking cold. We're at level 3 of these falls now, and I am determined to go and get behind, or at the very least underneath, this waterfall. So let's see Let's see how this works out for us. The current is very difficult to swim against. I don't think I'm going to get much closer. This is full of huge fish too, and if you sit still, they nibble on you. Okay, I'm a little closer. I found a rock I can make it over to if you swim up on that side of the rock, but it's not very much current. I'm still afraid. I want to walk behind it, but I'm worried that if I get back there and slip, it'll drown me because it's just pushing down so hard. But it might be worth it. Okay, I'm officially inside of the waterfall, underneath of it. And that was a lot of work. I can't imagine if this had been a real, large waterfall. I'm exhausted and I'm not really sure how I'm gonna get down without killing myself. Oh, shit. There's some more, see if you can see out. It looks like Katie is coming. I don't know if she'll be able to get up here. That was a stretch of my height to be able to reach that far. But definitely awesome. It is. Katie made it under the waterfall too.
What?
I said Katie made it under the waterfall too.
I did.
Winner. There you go. That's done.
All right, so we're leaving Kanchanaburi. Very hard to pronounce these words. And we're heading to Suphanburi. And we got on a bus. That bus took us to one stop. Then the driver and the tender person got off and went into the 7-Eleven. They came back, and now the bus won't start.
Problem with the battery, it doesn't have enough electricity left because you left the fans on while we were sitting here.
And they are literally getting out and pushing the bus and trying to pop the clutch. So we're just sitting on this bus waiting to see if anything happens. We still haven't figured out who's pushing the bus. Somebody's pushing the bus. It can't just be that lady.
There's a bunch of people out there just pushing it. I'm waiting, they're going to ask us to get out there and help because we're never going to be able to get fast enough to pop the clutch on a fucking bus.
Well, we'll update you if anything cool happens. I'm serious. They are pushing this bus. And Eric keeps going. It's going to take a long time to get there this way. And he's trying to pop the clutch in and it's just not working. We're going like 1 mile per hour and apparently a cop has asked us to pull over now. I don't know how they're going to fix this. Should be interesting. Alright, so they made us get off the bus and we stood around for a really long time and now we're walking from where they stopped pushing the bus back to that last bus stop, and then we have no idea what's supposed to happen after that. Should be pretty interesting.